Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. The charming uncle-type actor Yoo-long recently went live, and to everyone's surprise, Yang Miemie made a sudden appearance, and the two were incredibly sweet together. The adorable Yang Miemie and the mature, dependable Yoo-long may seem like an unlikely pair at first glance, but in the world of short dramas, they've created a kind of magical chemistry that's hard to ignore when you're binge-watching episodes. There is always that one couple who makes you feel like you've accidentally wandered into someone else's love story, a story so genuine and intimate, it makes your heart flutter. Yoo-long and Yang Miemie are exactly the kind of couple. Whether they were bickering playfully on screen or stealing glances behind the scenes, their connection feels effortlessly real. Their age gap dynamic only adds to the charm, like watching two puzzle pieces of different shapes fit perfectly together. What truly makes them stand out is the way they treat each other, both in character and off-camera. During the live stream, Yoo-long couldn't help but smile warmly every time Yang Miemie spoke, and she playfully leaned on him as if it were the most natural thing in the world. It wasn't just acting anymore, it was affection you could feel through the screen. Their sweet interactions continue to melt the hearts of fans and fuel dreams of fairy tale romances. Watching them together feels like witnessing love at its purest, sincere, simple, and full of joy. Isn't that what we all hope to find? Short dramas move at a rapid pace, the plot dives straight into the core, skipping the unnecessary fluff. And when you have a perfectly matched pair of actors, it's almost impossible to resist the rush of sweetness they bring. Yang Miemie and Yoo-long seem like they were tailor-made for the sugar couple culture that defines this generation. In their dramas, there's no stiff or overly performed acting. Instead, what shines through is a kind of raw, lived-in authenticity, a warmth that feels more like real life than fiction. It's as if they were not portraying characters on screen, but simply showing us snippets of their own daily love story. The way Yoo-long glances at Yang Miemie, or how she casually leans into him, is filled with subtle emotion. These small, unintentional gestures, a soft look, a thoughtful touch, carry an emotional weight that lingers long after the scene ends. Their chemistry doesn't shout, it whispers, and that's what makes it so powerful. In an era where quick content often feels superficial, Yang Miemie and Yoo-long bring a kind of grounded tenderness that's both refreshing and deeply moving. They make audiences believe in love again, the quiet kind, built not just on dramatic highs, but on everyday affection. The pairing of a mature man and a youthful, lively woman isn't a new trope, but Yang Miemie and Yoo-long bring a fresh, irresistible vitality to this classic dynamic. Yang Miemie's delicate charm and playful energy contrast beautifully with Yoo-long's calm, composed demeanor. This personality contrast doesn't just coexist, it complements and elevates both of them, creating a magnetic chemistry that draws viewers in effortlessly. Their on-screen height difference adds a visual sweetness, and the contrast in their overall aura, her softness against his quiet strength, gives every frame they share a palpable emotional tension. It's not just about looks or gestures, but the way they feel real together. When they stand side by side, their differences don't clash, instead, they tell a story, of warmth meeting steadiness, of innocence embraced by mature love. Each shared scene between them feels like more than acting, it feels like a subtle confession of affection. This balance of little princess and protective gentleman turns even the most ordinary interactions into moments of tender storytelling. That's why audiences aren't just watching a show, they're witnessing what feels like a genuine, heartfelt connection unfold in the short dramas they've starred in. There are countless unforgettable scenes that linger in viewers' minds. One standout example is The Foolish Heiress, My Uncle Loves Me to the Bone. In it, Yang Miemie plays a seemingly naive and silly heiress who, beneath her sweet and innocent exterior, hides a sharp mind and unyielding resilience. Faced with danger and betrayal, she responds with clever strategies and quiet strength. Yoo-long, on the other hand, plays the role of her third uncle, a calm and composed protector who shields her from the shadows with unwavering loyalty and affection. The storyline strikes a perfect balance between sweetness and tension. Every episode is laced with emotional undercurrents that keep the audience hooked, craving the next twist. But it's the subtle expressions, the way they look at each other, that truly speak volumes. There's a silent promise in Yoo-long's gaze, as if he's saying, "I'll protect you, no matter what." Their chemistry isn't forced, it flows naturally, turning each scene into a quiet storm of emotion. That unspoken bond, where love isn't loudly declared but deeply felt, makes their performances so moving. It's not just about romance, it's about devotion, trust, and a connection that feels real in another standout short drama, The World Treats Me Kindly. Yulong and Yang Miemie once again portrayed a deeply affectionate couple with remarkable chemistry. The storyline is straightforward and heartwarming, but what truly captures the audience is the attention they pour into every detail of their performance. Whether it's a fleeting glance, a comforting gesture, or a silent moment of support, each scene feels authentic, not as if they are acting, but as if they were simply revealing their true selves. The beauty of this drama lies in its simplicity. There's no need for overly dramatic twists or complex narratives. Instead, it's the everyday tenderness and emotional sincerity that draw viewers in. You get the sense that their interactions on screen are a seamless continuation of how they treat each other off-screen, with care, understanding, and genuine affection for the audience. Watching them feels effortless and enjoyable, like stepping into a gentle love story that soothes the soul. But it's the subtle, sugar-sweet moments, the way he shields her from the wind, or the way she looks at him like he's her whole world, that unexpectedly hit you right in the heart. These small gestures become unforgettable, proving that love doesn't need grand declarations to be felt deeply. What makes them even more captivating is the fact that they are a real-life couple. This off-screen romance adds an extra layer of authenticity to their on-screen performances. When Yulong looks at Yang Miemie with gentle affection, or when she responds with a playful smile, it doesn't feel scripted, it feels real. These moments are not just acting, they are subtle reflections of genuine emotions. Their natural chemistry turns even the simplest scenes into emotionally charged highlights. A glance becomes a declaration of love, a touch carries unspoken warmth. Because we know they are together in real life, we watch them not just as characters, but as two people who truly care for one another. It builds a sense of trust between the audience and their story, making every romantic arc feel believable and sincere. This seamless blend of reality and fiction is a rare magic in the world of short dramas. It reminds us that the most touching love stories are those that echo real feelings, not exaggerated, but tender and familiar. Perhaps that's why so many fans are drawn to their work. It allows them to believe, even just for a moment, that true love can be both beautiful on screen and lasting in real life. Under the appearance of these sweet pets, their performances also have a rare delicacy and sincerity. For example, in the drama If I Remember You in This Life, the setting of amnesia and sadomasochism is old-fashioned, but the two people use solid performances to show the deep love and pain in a clear layer. Every hardship and reunion in the story seems to add thickness to their feelings. While the audience is worried about the characters, they also feel a love that transcends time. In fact, the popularity of short dramas is essentially a product of the rhythm of modern life. The fragmented entertainment needs make this kind of story of more than 10 minutes an episode an emotional regulator in people's busy lives. Actors like Yang Miemie and Yulong not only meet the audience's needs for emotional catharsis, but also use their authenticity and nature to make these stories more warm. Rather than saying that they are acting, it is better to say that they are telling the audience in their own way that love can be simple, but simplicity always has the power to touch people's hearts. Many people like their short dramas not only because of the sweet pet plot, but also because of the delicate emotional expression. Yang Miemie and Yulong did not play their roles high and mighty, but made people feel that such a story might happen around you. They did not deliberately create conflicts, but moved the audience with natural interactions and real emotions. In reality, most people's lives may not always be full of sweetness and romance. Perhaps it is because of this that we need stories that can warm people's hearts even more. The works of Yang Miemie and Yulong are like a dessert in life, adding a little relaxation and beauty to busy days. Their success is not only in performance, but also in emotional transmission. The audience finds resonance and emotional sustenance in their short plays, which is the most precious part of entertainment works. Perhaps in the future, they will try more types of roles and stories, but in any case, they use their own way to interpret simple sweet pets in a different style. If the fast pace of life makes you feel tired, you might as well click on their short plays and let these warm stories bring you a little healing. In their works, love is never complicated, but it always makes people feel the warmth of sincerity. Perhaps this is what makes them most fascinating.
Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.